All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. With this, I say, good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, and the audience. Standing before you is Seydou Clarista, a bona fide of the Great Tidia College Senior Secondary School. I am here to oppose the existing motion which says that democracy is the best form of government. Democracy is not, is not and will never be the best form of government. Rather, military government, totalitarianism, actual dictatorship, monarchy, those are the best form of government. I maintain my stance of saying that democracy is not the best form of government with these few but reasonable points of mind. First and foremost, infrastructural development. You will agree with me that all the construction of roads, bridges, and hospital institutions were all carried out in the military era. But today, what will our democratic leaders do? All they do is to loot and steal our money and do segmented development. Just imagine, we have an existing university like Ambrosali University. The thing, like when you go there, it is dying and decayed. But instead of the then government to do some construction work in the university, he went as far as going to his hometown to build another university. Democracy, democracy, which I will say is not the best form of government, with this point of mind, discipline. In the democratic era, there is no discipline. People are free to do whatever they like, including steal and loot public funds. But in other system of government, there is nothing like that. And when you talk about conflict resolution, monarchy is the best form of government that can resolve conflict without any troubles. Just take a look at the Boko Haram insurgency. It would have been resolved long ago if not for this democracy. Democracy leads to unfair judgment. Democracy leads to social vices. Whether you agree with me or not, democracy government is regressive, oppressive. The democracy government is regressive, it is oppressive, and it is mean. Democracy government, people are crying, they are suffering and smiling. You will say in the military government, we are not permitted to choose our leaders ourselves. Can I ask a question? In the democratic government, are you permitted to choose your leaders when stealing of ballot boxes at gunpoint had become the order of the day? Political thugs and hooligans come to chase people with machetes just for them to vote against their wishes. And do you also know, students, that it was in the military era?
Time is up. Thank you so much. A round of applause for her. That was a really good one. And our next speaker for today is from Itowan Girls Grammar School, Friday Sandra, who will be speaking. Come on, please. A round of applause as she comes. You have 3 minutes, remember.
Who prefers freedom to danger? Who prefers a one-man government to that of the people? Who prefers a one-man government to that of the people? Who prefers a rigid government to a flexible one? With this, I'll say, good day, moderators, panels of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm Friday Sandra Osunobu, a student of Itowan Girls Grammar School, and I'm here to support the motion which states that democracy is the best form of government. First of all, what is democracy? Democracy is a system of government in which the citizens exercise their power directly or through elected representatives. Democracy is the best form of government because of one, the rule of law. This constitutes both the supremacy of the law, that is the constitution, and equality before the law. Thus, nobody is above the law. Nobody is above the law, including political leaders and every other citizens. Government leaders can be probed. Let's take the case of Ibori as a case study. The then governor of Delta State, who was probed even after leaving the government. Secondly, we have the fundamental human rights of citizens. The citizens' rights are adequately protected in the democratic system of government, unlike in autocratic countries. Meanwhile, it is not uncommon to hear of mass brutalization of citizens and every other injustice meted out on them. Let's take Nigeria as a case study. When we are still practicing the military rule in the year 1993 to 1998, under the leadership of Sani Abacha, 9 Agoni men, including whom was Ken Saro-Wiwa, they were sentenced to death by sitting on electric chairs. But when we started practicing democracy under the leadership of Obasanjo, such news has never been heard of. Therefore, I'll say democracy has respect for human life. The fact that democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people shows that the people have the right to choose who leads them. The people have the right to choose the one that is best for them. The people have the right to remove any leader who turns out to be corrupt, ineffectual, vile, or anything unwanted by the people. With this few points of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince you that democracy is the best form of government. Thank you.
And right on time. So that is just right on time. Our next speaker for today, without further ado, I call on AGGS, our speaker, which is Faith. Please come up.
If a man should go out and vote without fear of being killed, politically victimized, or intimidated, then I see democracy as a welcome idea for everyone. But the reverse is the case. Good day, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters. My name is Egerua Faith Nosamudiana, a student of Anglican Girls Grammar School. I am opposing the motion that states democracy is the best form of government. What is government? Government is the body vested with the supreme power over the affairs of a state or a country. What is democracy? Democracy is the form of government where the people exercise their governing authority, either directly or through representative periodically elected by them. Democracy is not the best form of government. We all think it's perfect, but there are so many imperfections concerning it. Why I think democracy is not the best form of government? Corruption. Democracy is prone to corruption. It is not reliable. Someone that is rich or wealthy or anyone can win election. All he has to do is bribe the political leaders, bribe the officials involved, bribe the people with small change. And at the end of the day, these political leaders, by the time they introduce him as their candidate, it will sway the judgment of the citizens. There are election malpractice everywhere. They even go as far as some pretty papers before the election, stealing ballot boxes. In 2007, there was a case of election malpractice in Edo State governorship election, where a supposed candidate of a popular political party was announced as the winner. But on November 11, 2008, another candidate that won the election was announced and declared the winner of the Edo State election. In 2019, this year, there was an election malpractice in Osun State, where another candidate of a popular party was announced the leader. Meanwhile, he was announced declared the winner. Meanwhile, he was not the winner of the election. Now, today, there are so many irregularities in democracy. My second point is sabotage. Democracy is prone to sabotage due to political clashes everywhere, where they will insult one another to the detriment of the state or the country. They don't even care whether the machineries they are spoiling is going to affect the citizen. All they care about is the short-term benefits it will give to them. That leads me to my third term. Many abandoned or uncompleted projects. My school, for example, we were having, when Oshomole was in power, they were red roof.
Your time is up. That was some good one right there. Beautiful. Oh, I see. You guys are really the leaders of tomorrow, and I see you came prepared. That's really nice. Now, before we hear from our fourth speaker, we're going to go on a very short break. Let us stimulate the one we've gotten for now. I mean, you can all agree that we're full already with points, and we're convinced already with the few ones we've heard. So we're going to just take a very short break. Let us breathe. We'll be right back. And we are back. Welcome back. It is still the AIDC, the Advanced Inter-School Debate Competition, brought to you by TSL Nigeria TV. We've heard from 3 of our speakers, and now, without further ado, I invite our 4th speaker for today, who is from Igbinedion Education Center. Please come on. A round of applause for Shi Nagis. You have 3 minutes, remember.
Norway, Iceland, New Zealand, Denmark, Canada, even the United States of America. These are all great democratic nations. Democracy has faith in humanity. To know where we are going to, we have to understand where we are coming from. With this, I say, good day, the moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adege Manuela, a bona fide student of Igbinedion Education Center. I'm here today to support the motion which states that democracy is the best form of government. According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democracy is a system of government which gives people power to elect those who they want to rule them. The importance of democracy lies in the fact that currently there are 123 democratic nations in a world of 195 countries. Democracy allows people to pick who they want to rule them. But first of all, democracy gives people human rights. Human rights are rights that people have simply because they are human beings. And democracy makes sure that everyone gets their human rights, unlike other forms of government where human rights can either be given or taken away from people. Democracy breeds better citizens. Everyone wants a better country. They want a safe country to live in. I don't see how people would willingly vote for someone who they know is not the best for the country or can make the country worse. They understand that, but their votes count. Democracy makes the government responsible. Democracy gives room to change. The fact that the government know that they cannot stay in power for as long as they want, unlike other forms of government like dictatorship, the people can easily vote them out if they are not giving them what they ask for. Look around you. Democracy is practiced everywhere today, in our homes, schools, offices, and even right here as we stand. It's democracy all the way. Need I remind you that 64% of the countries in the world today practice democracy? I leave this question for my opponents to answer. Can 64% of the countries really be wrong? I rest my case. Panel of judges, my eloquent moderator. It is obvious that democracy is and always will be the best form of government.
Right on time as well. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado as well, I'd like to invite our final speaker for today from New Era Secondary School. Please come up. 3 minutes.
Good day, moderators, impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and of course, my listeners. My name is Erabai Megift. I'm a student of the Great New Era Girls College. I'm here to support the motion which says that democracy is the best form of government. 1. What's the meaning of the word democracy? Democracy can be defined as a system of government in which qualified adult citizens exercise power directly or through elected representative. Democracy was proudly defined by Abraham Lincoln as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democracy was derived from 2 Greek words, demo and kratia. Demo means people, kratia means the government. Therefore, democracy is the government of the people, of the common people. What are the reasons why democracy is the best form of government? 1, firstly, we have the rule of law. This comprises of the supremacy of the law, and it comprises of the constitution and the equality of the law. This states that the law is not above any citizen, irrespective of your political, social, or economic right. Thus, Alhaji Aliko Dangote has equal rights as that of his gateman. This can be made possible in other forms of government, such as oligarchy, plutocracy, and aristocracy. Secondly, we have the fundamental human right. This is the second proof that democracy is the best form of government. We have heard of so many cases of brutalization and extrajudicial killings of citizens meted against them. But this is not made possible in democracy. In a thriving democratic country, such are not heard of. Instead, the citizens hold power in their hand. They can wield it whenever they want. Then, thirdly, we have legitimacy. Legitimacy in a democratic government talks on when people come into power through the votes of citizens. And
your time is up. Thank you so much for that wonderful debate. Oh, well, now that we've heard from all our speakers and leaders of tomorrow, indeed leaders of tomorrow, please a round of applause for yourselves for the amazing convention. Well, now that we've heard from all our speakers, we're going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, it is that intense part of the show where we get to tell you who stays and who goes. That is, who is proceeding further to the second round and who gets to be eliminated for this first round. For the sake of carefully allowing our judges compile the scores, we're going on a very short break, and when we come back, you get to know the winner. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. as you can see, the judges are still compiling the scores. Must be a very intense moment. I wouldn't want to be in their place right now. I mean, trying to decide which one of these amazing speakers would would not be proceeding further, rather, in the competition. Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back. It's been a tough ride so far. And we're almost at the end of the competition, but then we must decide who stays and who goes. Well, before the break, we heard from all our amazing speakers, and then we gave the judges time to carefully compile the scores to decide who stays and who goes. And now the results are ready. It was really an intense moment. I could see it on their faces, like they were really tense when they were trying to decide. Well, now we're going to call on the judge. I'm going to call on Mr. Fares Opare, sorry, to come and announce the scores to us. And as he comes on the stage, please a round of applause for him.
Thank you so very much. I'll start by saying that you all did excellently well. I'm very proud of you all. And I must say thank you so very much because you did very well, all of you. And I hope you guys have a very bright future. I studied political science. That was my second degree, and I'm very proud of your arguments. You did very well. But unfortunately, we have winners and losers. I also have, at this stage, I think somebody is going out, right?
Yes.
One is going out, okay. So I'll start from AGGS. You had a combined score for all the judges. Okay, let me start by telling that we put our scores together. We rated you differently, and then we put our scores together. So that's how we are scoring you in this. So AGGS, you had 239. 239. Itoan Girls Grammar School, you have 231. Idia College, 185. New Era Secondary School, right? 229. Igbenedion Secondary School, 275. So Igbenedion Secondary School at this stage is the first, and AGGS second, Itoan Girls Grammar School is third, New Era is fourth, and Idia College is fifth. So I'm sure she will come and announce who is going out.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Opare. Okay, so it seems the speaker for today, this is so hard on me, I swear, it is so hard to say this, but Idia College, I'm afraid you will not be joining us for the next round of the competition. You did so well, by the way, you did really great. A round of applause for Idia College. Well, I must say congratulations to all the candidates proceeding further to the second round of the competition, which will be next week Friday. So do well to join us next week Friday as we commence the second round of the competition. Congratulations once more to the proceeding candidates. And well, the AIDC, which is the Advanced Inter-School Debate Competition, is brought to you by TSL Nigeria TV. And of course, you can follow us on social media pages. On Facebook, it's TSL Nigeria TV. On Twitter, at TSL Nigeria TV. And Instagram, TSL Nigeria TV. Well, until next time, I will decide who gets to be proceeding further. Goodbye.
So how do I end?